Script, please.
It's in the run.
Script, nigga. This is a shoot.
Scroll up
It's in the run. It's in the chat. Don't be a douche. It's in the chat. My nose sucks so much.
I can't do that good.
Fucking donkey lips.
Thank you.
What an excellent
Love
pay-per-view.
you. What?
Oh,
Backlash?
Jesus, this
Fuck
pay-per-view is
no.
gonna be
I'm not
awful.
excited.
We are right back to the brand split pay-per-views, like right away. First one.
Why?
Yep.
I fucking hate that.
Are you watching
It sucks.
well, not watching, but in the background, the kickoff?
I'm watching the football game.
Fuck yeah, Denver about to score.
What's with that taunting penalty?
It's a new rule that they added this year where if you get two unsportsmanlike calls and it's outside of the play, not like if you get a roughing the passer call, that doesn't count. But if you taunt too much, they'll kick you out. And he barely fucking taunted.
Are you fucking kidding?
That's what I'm saying.
No, the fucking lamer rule was that they brought the college kickoff rule to the fucking NFL. Now if they get a touchback, it's at 25. That pisses me off.
Fuck.
That's so lame.
Wait, did Calvin get ejected? Who got ejected?
No, he just got the one, and then they explained it was this is his first personal foul as far as whatever. It's not ejected or disqualification. There.
So did they make it stricter?
Yeah. Well, God, way stricter.
Wait.
Somebody got full cute already, didn't they?
Denver is falling apart.
No, I did. Unless he picked up another one really quick. I didn't see that, but he got.
Are we going up in West?
Yes, we're going up in West. I just need to get on that. I needed to remember what I was doing. Huh.
The problem with taunting as a penalty is that it could be literally anything besides walking away.
Well, I mean, you saw it in the Houston game. If you watch the Houston-Oklahoma game, where the dude made a spectacular return of a missed field goal for a touchdown, and a couple of kids ran and jumped up and celebrated with him. How are you going to stop people from doing that?
Yeah, or every time Newton scores and he
does a stupid dab.
Yeah. Or, he jumps up in the stands, doesn't he?
Yeah, sometimes. That's different. It's, oh, God.
Remember last year he kept giving balls to kids?
Yeah, if an individual does it, it's not a thing. It's when it's two or more people. If he was doing a coordinated dab with multiple people,
well, yeah,
that would be a penalty. But
I can understand
if it's just him jumping at the crowd,
Sarcastable is going to become a thing.
That's so
We
stupid.
are live. Oh shit, we are live.
Who gives a fuck?
We are live.
Fuck
right.
Roger Goodell.
God damn it, Roger Goodell. Okay, so you had to choose. You could never see one person ever again for the rest of your life. Vince Russo, Roger Goodell, or Roman Reigns.
Roman.
I'm taking option D, Gary Bettman.
I would take Gary Bettman as well.
Actually, no.
I'm taking option E, Netchester.
Yeah.
He's not even here.
I know.
You're burying the
My wish has already been granted.
All right, so we're out of the pre-show here, and we're into the official show. This is episode 224 of Smark Snark. Hi, everybody. I'm Gunner.
No intro?
I'm doing the intro. God damn it, donkey lips. Shut your mouth. Quit flapping them.
I thought it was 225.
Smoke weed every day. 225. That's what I meant. Whatchamacallit? I'm sick. So, yeah, here we go. Hit that new theme music.
Can I sing along with it?
Sure. All right, so from now on, Batista, you have to be here and you have to give us your version of this theme song.
All right.
I like to thank podcastthemes.com for this theme song. Episode 225 of Smark Snark. You can find us online, smarksnark.com. Twitter.com/SmarkSnark, Facebook.com/SmarkSnark, Patreon.com/SmarkSnark. If you want to call into the show, it is 812-408-9666 or 812-408. Woo! Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Welcome to the show, everybody. My name's Gunnar, and that over there is Omega BR.
I didn't realize the podcast suddenly became a jobber on WCW Saturday night.
Oh.
Someone who has their hopes buried because they actually found us a theme song, Jaeger DDS.
You know, I try so hard, and this is what I get in return. And I just fucking hate you guys.
I'd like to give a shout out to West because we're broadcasting there tonight. Hopefully we'll be watching Delete or Decay later on this evening. I hope somebody can grab that. The person flapping their lips when they weren't supposed to there was the Croc.
And now he says nothing.
And now he says nothing. You can't get this kid to do the right thing. And the person who did deliver the wonderful mouth tunes to our a vocal accompaniment to our new theme song is Batista's Dick.
I do a lot of great things with my mouth.
Apparently, Courtney also does great things with his mouth.
That is indeed correct. That'll be later on when you want to hate me, though.
You know, we were just talking about carpet munching and whatnot, and the biggest carpet muncher that I know is Vassar.
God damn it. There is not enough alcohol in the world for me to erase the upcoming weekend from my brain preemptively.
Speaking of, let me go grab some more moonshine. I'll be right back.
Oh, dear Jesus. And save us, dog.
Hey, everybody. How's it going? Football's back again. This time it's the pros, and all the rules are dog shit.
Yes, they are. I am not looking forward to this season with all the rules. I have a feeling that people are going to complain a lot. Also, VVD's in here with us. So what's up, VVD?
What's up?
All right, so let's get started with the news. Mr. St. Lawrence of MLW Radio claims that office liaison Mark Carano approached both Alberto Del Rio and Paige and harassed each of them about their relationship, suggesting that Paige was threatened with termination if she didn't end it. Although she is still under contract until 2019, MMA Insider Front Row Brian claims that she has quit WWE and reported higher legal representation. Del Rio will hold a press conference on Friday and has invited many Mexican media members. I'm going to take bet that Paige will get her contract suspended, relatively speaking, while this is getting set up. So she'll be in the same situation as Brian. I think that Del Rio is going to opt out of his contract and sign with CMLL instead of AAA.
He already did opt out of his contract.
Well, that's what I mean. He's going to officially announce it and whatnot.
What if he goes to Lucha then?
Lucha Underground?
He could still go to Lucha Underground, technically speaking.
And with
I thought he wasn't allowed to appear on TV.
He wouldn't be. Yeah,
by the time they film, because that
right,
the entire season is filmed.
I forgot about that.
Also remember, Lucha Underground is AAA, so he can't go to CMLL and Lucha Underground.
He could, because he's that big of a star. But
yeah, maybe
we will see.
That
would
also that relationship between LU and AAA is not as good as it was in the beginning. That's kind of soured quite a bit from what I've heard.
Indeed, because of the front office problems of AAA and basically the shit show they have going on over there right now.
And TNA is still an option. Everyone's discrediting it because I think it's too much. Don't think that
he can't appear on TV for
TNA can't afford it
until the end of
we'll
the
get
month.
into TNA here in a bit. Here in a bit, and I want to point out the fact that that in our third news bit is the reason why I think that Del Rio could end up in TNA for a program.
So he appeared on TV before, though, because remember he got in that fight where he slapped the guy because he said racist stuff. He appeared on TV after that. Is the difference that he got fired versus he quit?
Yes.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay.
And this was this was a pre-done clause in his contract that he could take it out. which he is.
Well, hold on a second. Actually,
Del Rio.
I read from the Observer that Del Rio actually could get out of his contract and appear at any and work freely because he is opting out of his contract entirely. It doesn't have a no compete clause if he operates this.
Right. To me, the story isn't Del Rio anymore because, he got fired the first time. It mostly wasn't his fault. I mean, it was his fault, but we all agreed it was mostly overkill. He went back for the money, didn't get what he was promised, which, everybody could see coming. He's leaving, big deal. Not a lot of sympathy for him this time around. To me, the story's now on Paige, who is apparently, let's say she is trying to quit and tries to sue and has something of a case because they tried to mess with her personal relationship, even though it was an inter-office relationship, so to speak.
And what would she sue about?
Harassment, I guess.
Yeah, she would claim that them trying to make her break up with Del Rio was improper harassment.
You can't as a company tell them you have to quit. You can't say you have to break up or we're going to let you go.
That is correct.
Here's the thing. If she does this, if she goes all the way through with that, she's probably never going to be welcome back. Or it's going to be a very long time before she's able to come back again.
Well, you could always go to UFC.
You're really pushing that Paige
as a
versus
ring
Paige
girl?
idea, aren't you?
You've been all over that since last night.
All right, so front row Brian.
Front bro Ryan.
Yeah. Front row Brian, speaking of UFC, claims that Punk is set to make his UFC debut this Saturday and is upset at Colt Cabana for going backstage at a recent episode of Raw, apparently thinking it could hurt him in WWE Dr. Chris Amon's lawsuit against him. The two are no longer following each other on Twitter. Surely this is a beef for the ages, a feud that burns with the intensity of 1,000 who gives a shits.
Did you see what he said about him? Oh my god.
Hey,
who gives a fuck?
I have an idea. What if this is Punk's backup plan to get back into Indies? If he loses.
Wow.
How does this work?
Sort of feud with his best friend.
Yeah.
Except for, that would make sense, because what's he going to go into the ring and fucking shoot on Colt Cabana?
Yeah. Use that MMA background, homie. Use that jiu-jitsu background.
Wait, you're saying Punk has a jiu-jitsu background? Or, because...
Thai background. Or whatever the fuck it was.
If you're saying that about Colt, that's kind of racist, but...
All right, let's move on here. Dave Meltzer spoke with Cody Rhodes at Bola this weekend, which apparently got a 5-star match in there for a 6-man tag. When was the last time you heard of a 5-star match for a 6-man tag?
It wasn't even the Tokyo Dome.
Does it surprise you that it's the Young Bucks?
Exactly. It's the Young Bucks, too, which is the best part. Cody has a deal in place with TNA and is planning on working for both TNA and Ring of Honor, but won't be under contract to either. He'll likely feud with Mike Bennett and Maria together with his wife Brandy. However, he likely won't be able to use the Rose last name as WWE is claiming ownership of merchandise rights. I could see Cody doing the Cody R thing, which is what PWG is broadcasting them as. Okay, let's be perfectly honest here. We've had this conversation before, and I want to know what you guys think right now. In your eyes, who is the number 2 promotion in the United States? PWG, ROH, or TNA?
ROH.
In terms of what?
PWG.
Overall.
I think it's ROH, too.
I think it's just there's too many factors.
Right, but if you're going to... Okay, if a TV deal is one of the qualifications... that pretty much limits it to TNA and ROH. TNA is absolute garbage, so that basically eliminates them.
Outside
ROH. Yes, outside of Matt Hardy, that makes ROH the default, the winner by default.
Actually, we're all wrong. You know who the number 2 promotion is? New Japan.
I said in America, you dummy.
Yep. You're an
God
idiot.
damn it, Talkie Lips.
No, but all right. So Access TV doesn't count as being shown in America just because it's not based in America. It does.
It's not based in America. No,
it's not an American promotion.
You know what I think the number 2 American promotion is?
Too.
AAA.
Actually, now that I think about it, TNA is totally a number 2 promotion.
I think the number 2 promotion is actually Lucha Underground. The more that I think about it,
the number 2 promotion is NXT.
Oh,
in the WWE yes, it is.
Unless
fucking Mark.
Unless Hood Slam is running that weekend.
Dude, Hood Slam has my vote. Hood Slam is definitely number 2 promotion.
Hey, yo, get that money. Dollar, yo.
That weed money, homie.
Exactly. What we call it? I'm looking forward to seeing what Cody does. He also has a match with Shibata.
Can anyone, explain to me how the fuck WWE has any rights to the Rhodes name? That makes no sense. Dusty Rhodes used it before he was in, but you can still call yourself. You don't have to necessarily put Rhodes. I mean, it is the reason why people would buy the shirt too, but it doesn't make any sense.
Well, the thing is, Cody used the name Cody Rhodes from his inception in WWE. He didn't use it anywhere else before joining WWE. So I think that's where the point of contention lies. You know, it's not technically his last name. You know, it's not his legal last name. I mean,
he could actually honestly just do, the last name is Runnels, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He could do that and be just fine.
Yeah, he'll probably go by Cody Runnels on the Indies, right?
Or Cody R, or Cody Runnels, yeah, whatever.
Well, it is kind of a matter of respect. I mean, you can't keep honoring Dusty and all this and then refuse to let his son use the name.
Yeah, tell his literal son, no, you can't use his last name. No thanks.
All right.
Well, it's not like the family name, though. I mean, it's technically like sort of the wrestling family name, but it's not like the real
exactly. But the wrestling family name is.
But I mean, think about someone like, I guess, and again, he used the name outside of WWE, but Rob Van Dam or like Rhino, and there are people who have to change it slightly.
They already had the rights to those names before.
It's just that's
why CM Punk could, come in, still use the name CM Punk, and then go out and still use the name CM Punk.
Punk even said in an interview recently, he said, more guys need to do this and own their name. He owns his name.
Right.
And
I completely agree with that.
And the thing about Rhino, too, is Rhino spells it with an I everywhere else. He spells it with a Y in WWE.
Yeah, which is exactly why he did that. All right, let's move on. That's it for the news. 15-minute time limit. Who's ready for a B?
Can we please not?
We're doing a B pay-per-view. And we're doing some predictions. Here we go.
Dude, this is going to suck.
Welcome back to the brand split pay-per-views, everybody. Big thumbs up for that, right? Literally not even a single fucking good brand split pay-per-view to start off. They're going to give us this shit and try and sell this concept.
I want to kill myself already.
What they need to do...
Good.
Doom, your mic is on.
Sorry.
That's okay. What they need to do is don't call it a pay-per-view. Don't treat it like it is a pay-per-view. It's only got 6 matches anyway. Just treat it like a network special. SmackDown network special. Backlash. It's not a full giant thing. It's just a network special. And even that little point of I said this already, but point of contention is, that just gives it a different feel. You don't expect as much. They don't have to fill 3.5 hours.
So like WWE TakeOver?
I hope a lot.
Like Roadblock or, the Arm special.
I hope a lot of these 19 fucking pay-per-views we're going to have a year are going to be short little, like 5 or 6 match deals.
They could salvage this by doing something like have the opening tag match take like 20 minutes and have the final tag match take like a bunch of time and then have the other matches that actually look good like go long for a change. That would be interesting. But they're not going to do that. They're going to fill it with bullshit and a stupid skit and not even Eva Marie, so who gives a fuck?
What, you mean you don't want a 20-minute Steph talking segment?
I mean,
All right.
wouldn't want that. Look,
So
I've
how
got to
much
have
you guys-
something to look at while I'm masturbating during.
Well, I mean,
I gotta have something to look at when I'm masturbating during wrestling.
Oh no, don't worry. You'll have that in between the Miz match and the Ambrose match when Dolph Ziggler reprises his role as the Colonel.
Well, I mean, I would usually do it during the Divas match, but
Okay, no, really though. Can someone?
I don't need the extra time.
Why does KFC ruin WWE B brand pay-per-views all the time? Like, you got the Dolph Ziggler thing I just talked about, right? Who remembers the Shad Gaspard JTG strap match?
Yep. Sponsored by KFC.
Sponsored by KFC.
Really?
They immediately ran a KFC ad after that match.
I do not remember
Was
that
it
at
the
all.
Extreme Rules 2009? Right?
Yes, or something like that.
All right, let's talk about these fucking matches because
All right, matches.
for the
Alexa Bliss versus Naomi versus Carmella versus Nikki Bella versus Natalya versus Becky Lynch in a 6-pack challenge
Nikki
to
goes over.
determine the new women's champion.
Minimum of 2 career-ending injuries, and this was clusterfuck of a match.
Oh, now I'm sad.
Damn it now. Who
Nikki
gets
Bella
in?
dies. Naomi fucks up her butt bump on Alexa Bliss and just ends up on her face.
Nikki
And
Bella
then all
gets
of a sudden-
crippled. Nikki Bella's going to get draws and still hold the fucking SmackDown Women's title.
Yes, exactly.
Gonna botch a running powerbomb or what?
All right, so who is the first women's champion?
She's going to
Nikki
botch
Bella.
running.
Nikki.
Nikki.
Nikki. It's
Nikki.
obviously going to be Nikki. That's
Maybe.
the only reason they brought her back.
Maybe Carmella.
No, it's Nikki because we can't have anything nice ever. Fuck you.
I think
Well, you're right. I mean,
Bliss has a very real chance. She's shown a lot on the main roster, and
She's so good.
she's fucking just amazingly gorgeous.
She's so good.
And she's really good. She's impressive, like how good she's gotten in such a short time in NXT.
It's still
Yeah,
WCW
I think-
to me, damn it. So I'm picking Becky Lynch.
I think the sports she did outside of wrestling really helped her a lot in advancing to where she is right now from where she
Badass,
started.
I feel like
That ass,
most of
though.
us-
And that ass, though.
That ass.
But she's really good for as green as she is. She's fantastic.
Last year,
Bliss.
yeah, well, last year when I went to NXT, I saw her and she was great. Tiny.
How was the
little
ass?
thing. Oh shit! Like, okay, that girl's 4'11". I don't care what you guys all think. That girl is 4'11" with
4'11" with a foot of ass.
Pretty much.
Well,
Pretty
that's
much.
like
That sounds amazing, honestly.
Layla was the same way. Layla was short as fuck.
She wasn't
But
that
Jesus.
short, though.
Oh, the hell she
She wasn't
wasn't.
that
She
short.
was
No,
tiny.
no.
I
She
saw
wasn't
her
that
at a house show, and she was tiny.
All right, whatever. You guys are excited about this match. I'm excited about the next match. Can we please talk about this fucking great, this great next match?
Versus the
I'm
real
sorry. What was that?
Usos.
Holy shit, this
God.
match
Hold on.
sounds terrible.
Stop. Who called the heel turn for the Usos? Oh, that's right. It was me, Austin. It was me all along.
by the way, who called that they were going to go to 3-0 in the best of 7 series?
That'd be Omega.
That would be you.
It's 3-1 now, but
Also,
All right, then.
They
and
were 3-0 first, though.
while we're on the subject of who was right about things, New Day. Who was right about the New Day?
Not
you
this
know,
past
Oh, wow.
Monday.
That's like
you know, beating an old horse is still animal abuse, man. Come on.
It's a dead horse. The
So,
expression is a dead horse, and that's not abuse because it's fucking dead already. I'm sorry. This match, Hype Bros versus the Usos, is going to be fucking awful.
so I want
Why?
Match of the night. Easily.
Okay, so Mojo Rawley kills an Uso, breaks one of their fragile little shoulders. The other Uso gets the win.
When did the show get so edgy?
And then the other Uso tries to drag the other Uso, like do the millions of dollars thing, but the corpse is just kind of dangling there.
Right,
Oh,
exactly.
for the love of fuck.
Omega. I
God.
want to.
So, what's the explanation for American Alpha being out of the pay-per-view?
The
Is there any?
Usos beat them down on SmackDown. And it's
No, but I mean, like,
injury.
is there... It's just, why take them off the show?
Jordan-
They were
Jordan
only
has
selling
Jordan
points.
has an
All
injury.
right. Look, if we're going to the Heath Slater and Rhino versus the to be determined for the tag team champions, I can tell you why this has happened. It's so that Heath Slater and Rhino can pull out the win and have, their feel-good moment, and then, the American Alphas will come back and then win the titles off of them.
I don't think they'll win the titles off of them. I think that the Usos will win the titles off of them again, and then it'll be American Alpha chasing the Usos for a while, all the way to Survivor Series.
I don't
You
think that
get ready
at
for
all.
that.
You think it's just till Survivor Series?
In the range of things that I want, can we have Roman Reigns talking segments instead? Because I would literally rather have Roman Reigns talking segments.
Okay, everybody think about this. Everybody think about this for a second, to completely off topic, but I have to bring it up. So it's going to be fall, right? We're going into Survivor Series. Who's the WWE? Who's the Universal Champion?
KO.
So where's KO from?
Please, no.
No.
Where's Survivor Series going to be?
Fuck you, man. No.
Isn't he from
Cut his
Maryville?
mic.
Shut the fuck up.
The double turn. Yeah, I'm calling it right now. The double turn. Triple H screws KO and helps Roman Reigns win the title in Canada.
And they turn Roman Reigns heel?
Finally.
Roman finally decides to be the man.
No.
I've heard some bad booking in my days, and this fucking takes it.
Croc, you were asking me something earlier?
Oh my god.
Yep, I had to point that out. But I think that Heath Slater and Rhino win. I think Heath Slater actually gets on SmackDown, or Slater goes back to what he was doing, which is actually getting him over and getting him on more shows and getting him more time than anybody else is getting on the roster, which is the really surprising part about this.
I just hate that the Usos are heel. I don't know why they do that. Doesn't really...
They had to do something with them.
they didn't.
Yes, they did. The Usos
they did.
are stale as shit.
Okay, but what about
Yeah, they are.
I don't
what
think
about
so.
the guys you already had? You already had the vaudevillains. You already had
Which you buried.
Ascension.
Buried.
Well,
Buried
that's
the
what I'm saying.
Ascension.
Well, dig them up.
You can say vaudevillains, but you need like a manager or an enforcer, and they don't have that, so they're just going to keep burying them.
Well, give it to
What were the other? What would you have done with the Usos to make a BR besides turning them heel?
Well,
You've got them well, I mean, there you
That's
go.
actually
You
the
can't
better
just do
option.
Nothing with them.
You forget.
Really?
You forget.
let them give up. Make them
Omega, I understand that you would do nothing, and every logical person in this room would have done nothing. However, you have to remember that this is
They move
the
merch,
Usos we're
too.
talking
Don't forget
about
that.
here, and they are Samoan, and this is a McMahon, and so the boner is already like in there. I mean, come on now. They just took one out of their nose and they stuck it in this man's dick, and there you go.
I think
Good point.
They might they might be okay as heels. It's possible.
No,
as long as they don't try and play the cool heels.
Oh, you know they're gonna.
I know they're gonna do that.
You remember when the Usos debuted, right? And they were like, "We're not your normal Samoans."
6 years
We're
ago.
bad guys.
That shit.
Right.
Yeah.
The best
totally fell flat.
the best thing they could do
the
is
booking fell flat.
Yes.
The booking fell flat. They didn't.
The best thing they could do is be the normal Samoans and kind of call back to their roots and, do like the thumb spike and fucking like the cool shit that's, what do you call it? Fucking whatever. The shit that Samoans do.
Samoan drop.
Yeah. Lots of Samoan drops and fucking thumb spikes and not wearing shoes. They should not wear shoes.
Fighting people, just turn them into the wild Samoans.
Well,
just literally making the skinny, high-flying Hawaiians.
I would watch the fuck out of that. That sounds cool.
Make them unbeatable savages, and then I know 2 Tongans that can probably take him out.
Okay, so, are you guys just talking about this because you don't want to talk about, the next match? Because I'm not excited for that.
Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt is going to be a thing that happens. Bray Wyatt's going to get fucking buried again because God knows they can't let him fucking win. Not even goddamn once.
I predict that this match will exist.
That's about all. That's about all you can say for any Bray Wyatt pay-per-view match. It's a thing that happened.
Sorry.
It'll be there, all right.
It'll be a match.
There'll be a time filler, all right.
It will hopefully not fill a lot of time.
It's going to have to.
I know, that's the sad part, is this match, they're going to stretch this shit out for 20 plus minutes.
They are.
Because Orton can... You know what's sad is, these two could have a really good match.
They could have an amazing match.
It's impossible to care about Bray Wyatt as a character. It just is. And I don't know what it is about him, but he just needs something.
It's not him. It's what they've done to him because he's constantly losing. The whole time he's been doing the Bray Wyatt thing, all he's done is lose. He's not a credible threat to anyone, ever. Because every single time...
He beat him in his debut. Okay.
He beat who?
Kane at SummerSlam.
He also lost to Taker at WrestleMania.
Let's put it this way: Bray always has heat. Bray is always always elevated because he's put in the main event scene. Helps being a Rotunda kid, and actually being Rotunda, if you would. Someone get the joke. God damn it!
Nope.
But
he's fat. We got it.
It was a bad joke.
I know, but I am bored to tears to this because it's going to be a boring, sloppy Randy Orton and a Bray Wyatt who's actually, fired up about his return, being put in the exact same spot that he was in before his injury. It's really fucking stupid.
Part too, if they're trying to rebuild Randy Orton as a threat after losing to Brock, what the fuck does it matter if he beats Bray Wyatt? Everyone's beating Bray Wyatt.
Exactly. All right, Miz and Dolph Ziggler for the IC title.
Whoa.
I'm bored.
Yeah,
this is going to be the part of the pay-per-view that I turn it off.
This is what they should not have done at all. They should not have even this is the last thing they should have done. The Miz shouldn't even. No, he should be having a championship match, but he should be having a fucking championship match every fucking week. I've discussed what I felt like should have happened. It should have been Brian said, okay, you're not a coward, prove you're not a coward, and every week Miz goes out there and he cheats and lies and steals and basically give Miz the Eddie Guerrero gimmick.
Drives a lower to the ring.
Have him lie, cheat, steal.
Have him call
everything.
Maurice his mamacita. That'd be money.
Well, I don't necessarily mean that, but have him. He'll get over his fuck doing that eventually.
Okay, so here's my thing about Dolph, though, is okay, so he had the match for the main title, and now he's having this match where he's probably going to lose again. That doesn't elevate Dolph, at all. You can You can put him
I don't think the plan is to fucking elevate Dolph at this point.
Yeah, it's like, well, what the
That's
fuck
been
is
made
doing that?
clear.
What the fuck is the point?
Dolph is nothing more than a hand that puts on a good match.
But
That's all
here's the
he
thing.
is.
Here's the thing. It's Miz and Dolph. It's Miz and Dolph in the exact same position at the exact same time. They're both the same person in the ring at this point. I understand that Miz, and of course I've got a whole big problem with Miz after what he said with Daniel Bryan, but we've already discussed that. But the whole thing is that Miz, like what he said on SmackDown, he slides up and down the card, up and down the card. Ziggler slides up and down the card, up and down the card, because we don't care about them. We're designed to not care about them until they put a fire under their ass or they're fucking Samoan.
See, that's the thing about when they put the fire underneath their ass. It quickly gets extinguished because they do nothing with it.
Because they're not patient, right?
This was a fucking live event that got turned into a fucking pay-per-view. I'm sorry, not pay-per-view. This is a network exclusive. So this is how you're going to start SmackDown pay-per-views?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
I don't want to watch Raw now.
And now for the only redeemable thing on this entire fucking show.
Dean Ambrose, AJ Styles, WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Who you got?
Probably
AJ
Dean.
Styles buries him.
I have a question. Does it matter?
Not really.
It does if Styles wins, but
I think they're going to pull. I think they're going to pull the trigger.
You would think they would, but I'm really not convinced of anything anymore when it comes to this kind of thing.
It's about time for them to pull the trigger.
How do you guys feel about Dean right now? Like, do you think his gimmick is getting stale at all, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just kind of there.
No, I don't think that he's getting. No. I don't think he's going through the motions. I think that the shit that they're booking him in is going through the motions. I think that his babyface heat has dwindled and has been extinguished because he doesn't have his Shield buddies to feud with.
Heel turn.
So AJ Styles is gonna beat the fucking shit out of him. And he's gonna hold the belt for a while because he needs to hold the belt for a while. And if he teams up with the Usos, and like I said, I won't believe myself.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what happened?
All right, that's it for a 15-minute time limit.
They fucked SmackDown.
That's it for the 15-minute time limit. We're moving on here to. Mr. Sound Producer.
Drive-through. Dairy Queen. Drive-through.
I was just fucking with you.
Finally got it working. Jesus, Mother Mary and Joseph. All right. With the ratings, it's faster.
And now for the ratings. Starting off as usual is TNA Impact with 351,000 viewers, down 6% from the 373,000 the week previous. On to Raw, 3.069 million, down 10% from the 3.413 million the week previous. The final hour was down 17% from the first. And finally on to SmackDown. Yeah, it tumbled. And on to SmackDown. It's got 2.454 million viewers, down from the 2.835 the week previous, a new low since going live.
You really need to get a sound bite. I know none of them work, but you need to get that tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling. That's perfect for the ratings.
How fucked are they once football starts?
Well, football already started. Football already started on Monday with college football, and everyone said it wasn't going to affect the ratings too much. But look at how much they're down, and the NFL was not around.
You're telling me it had nothing to do with them shitting the bed with that offensive Sasha Banks gimmick, with that fucking terrible, terrible New Day gimmick? Come on, man. Both of those were awful. God-awful.
Shit was just completely fucking
After the
terrible.
first hour, it got bad, and then after the second hour, it just went straight to hell.
Pretty much. So I'm not terribly surprised by these ratings. SmackDown one I'm a little disappointed by because I was hoping that it would stay steady, but that's SmackDown for you. With the birthdays, let's do somebody new. Let's see here. Courtney, why don't you do the ratings? Or the birthdays.
The premiere of Dance Moms was on Tuesday. So.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay. With this week's birthdays on September 8th, we have former WCW champion David Arquette.
Shut up!
The Barbarian. The Great Kabuki. Lodi. Raven. And Reckless Youth. On September 9th, we have Intossible. On September 10th, we have Billy Graham, Rain, Steve Cairn, The Blueprint Matt Morgan, Don Merico, Yamato, and Drake Younger.
My boy.
On September 11th, let us never forget, we have Sojourner Bolt, Johnny Dixie Wreck, Hal Wicked, and the Paul Heyman. On the 12th, we have Road Warrior Animal and Shocker.
You're an evil person.
Wait. Paul Heyman was born on September 11th?
Whoever laughed, you're an evil person.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Are you telling me that was just a coincidence? Nah.
I was laughing at Johnny Rack.
Yeah, it's like you said it like it was one person.
Johnny Dixie Wreck.
On September 13th, former TNA Women's Champion and Knockout Angelina Love. On the 14th, Gino Hernandez and Satoshi Kojima on the 14th.
I love this guy because he no-sells all the names. No-sells it whatsoever. That's great. Good job.
We love you, Courtney. You know we love you, right?
And now it is time for This Week in Wrestling with Omega BR.
Yes, This Week in Wrestling History, circa 1997, where Stephen Dunn defeats Doomsday, a.k.a. Kane, for the USWA Southern Heavyweight title in Memphis, Tennessee. He would be the last man to hold the title, as the company would close down 2 months later. Jump to 2003, where Nigel McGuinness defeats Chad Collier for the Heartland Wrestling Association title in Batavia, Ohio. And in 2005, WWE taped the first edition of Friday Night SmackDown in Atlanta, Georgia, with Eddie Guerrero defeating Rey Mysterio in a steel cage match, U.S. Champion Chris Benoit defeating Orlando Jordan with the Crippler Crossface in 22.5 seconds, and World Champion Batista defeating JBL in a bull rope match. Unfortunately, due to a benefit concert preempting the show in many markets, the loaded lineup would not be a ratings success.
Ouch.
And that was This Weekend Wrestling History.
So if you told me that those three matches were on WWE television and it didn't get a good rating, I would be like, bullshit. Because I remember that particular version of SmackDown. That was awesome. Chris Benoit defeating Orlando Jordan in 22.5 seconds created the best promo I have ever seen in my entire life, which is the Chris Benoit makes a cup of coffee promo. Happy Trails. Happy Trails this week to Scotty Tahati, who's been hired full-time as a trainer to the Performance Center. Yay. And happy Trails to WWE officials who have heat on them after Sasha Banks' fake-out promo on Monday, reminiscent of the several injury confessions a la Daniel Bryan and Tyson Kidd. To the Scotty Tahati thing, I guess the Performance Center is going to be interesting. Good job.
No.
Banging it.
So is he done with the hooking?
He might be. Yes. I think so. We'll see. We'll see if I heard that No Way Jose is getting a new finisher, and it's going to be the Worm.
I would mark so hard.
That's the King Worm.
Yes.
So Scotty comes out one day at NXT with Jose in the ring, just passes the Worm on to him. That's what you're going.
That would not surprise me in the least. If it would surprise any of you, please let me know. Your silence.
Wrestling is fucking weird.
Your silence is astounding. What to watch this week in wrestling? Yang or DDS?
Hart versus Mr. McMahon at WrestleMania 20.
Oh boy.
Why? Why would you do that? Why would you suggest that? That is an awful match. Do not watch that match. If you want to get a concussion, watch that match. If you don't want to get a concussion, don't watch that match.
Okay, let's do it this way. Either Bret Hart versus Mr. McMahon at WrestleMania 26, or I don't remember which one it is, but the Elimination Chamber where Edge loses in the SmackDown Chamber and then beats up Kofi Kingston and inserts himself into the Raw Elimination Chamber and wins. That was a really good one.
Yes, it was. I believe Kozlov was in the SmackDown run of that one, too. And got to, the end. All right, so, Vassar, what should we watch this week in wrestling?
I'm probably going to make a lot of people mad with this one, but TJ Perkins versus Rich Swann at the
CWC. Yep.
Steal anyone's picks?
Watch that. You mine for sure. Definitely watch that match. It's awesome. Croc, what should we watch this week in wrestling?
The fucking Bola previews. What the fuck are you talking about? Matt Sydal did a fucking SSP Meltzer.
Also, there was a triple SSP.
I heard that one of the matches ended with 16 super kicks.
I can't do this, guys. I can't do this. I'm afraid for night 3.
Stavos Dog, what should we watch this week in wrestling?
Should watch Rey Mysterio versus Pentagon Dark from the season premiere, season 3 of Lucha Underground. It was a damn good show.
Omega BR, what should we watch this week in wrestling?
I think you should watch that Sasha Banks promo because it really was one of the worst they possibly could have done, and it's really worth getting mad about, quite frankly.
You know what? Let's do that for the post show. I want to go in depth on that. Poke your brain a little bit. Omega.
Okay. Whatchamacallit? Courtney, what should we watch this week in wrestling?
Even though it's going to be really sad and might make me cry and make me eat a lot of ice cream, Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton is going to be a great match, but Randy Orton is going to somehow survive and Bray is going to get buried.
Okay. Batista's Dick, what should we watch this week in wrestling?
Don't watch anything. Wrestling sucks.
What should we watch this week in wrestling, though? Because you got to pick something wrestling related. Pick something.
Watch. I heard the New Day segment on Raw was terrible too, so watch that.
Hey, whoa, that's gimmick infringement. You can't just take my fucking gimmick of suggesting awful shit.
But I suggested awful shit way before you suggested awful shit. I suggested that -5 stars match from TNA with Charmel in it.
How about you suggest just watching the 3rd hour of Raw?
Yeah, just watch the whole 3rd hour and then just fucking shoot yourself afterwards.
I am going to tell you to watch the Delete or Decay match, which is on literally right as this podcast is going on. And the lead up to that has been brilliant. It is just getting better. I can't believe that Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy are making a completely relevant storyline in 2016. They're hotter than they were in 2009, I would like to think. This is awesome. And I
not only in 2016, but in TNA.
Exactly. And let's put it this way. Matt Hardy is so good. He got his fucking Gardner over. Who else gets their Gardner over?
Hey, that Gardner would have gotten over with or without Matt Hardy. That guy is fucking gold.
He is fucking gold. He's got his son over. I mean, come on now. Who else had a baby over on wrestling? Well, maybe the last time there was a baby on wrestling that wasn't Lita's.
No, it was that baby that Snitsky punted.
Mae Young's hand baby got over pretty well.
No, it's definitely got to be Owen Steen. He's 1-0 in PWG.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, Owen Owens.
Owen Owens. Gotta love it. All right. Wait. Before we go, all right. So we're gonna go through the line again. Yankum, are you gonna watch the CM Punk fight?
Probably not.
Vassar, are you gonna watch the CM Punk fight?
Definitely, and I'm gonna get drunk out of my skull either way.
Call the end. Call the finish.
After a strong showing in the first round, CM Punk loses in the second to any kind of submission. I don't know.
Okay, so by submission. Croc. I know you're going to watch. Or not. Okay, don't pay attention. Save us, dog.
Fuck yeah, I'm going to watch. My prediction, I have 2 predictions. First of all, Mickey Gall, knockout, second round. Second of all, they let him come out to, hey, Mickey, you're so fine. After fan outrage. Because why the fuck would you not? Who cares?
Omega BR?
Especially when Cain Velasquez comes out to, like, this mariachi band. Yeah, he's rolling fucking hard with those mariachi dudes, right?
Right. Omega, are you going to watch the fight?
Yes, I will.
And who will win? And how?
Oh, double disqualification.
Ah!
For the run-in?
Cole Cabana makes the run-in.
That would be fantastic.
Throws a giant Star of David in the ring.
No, he'll throw in his dreidel, and it'll be used as a weapon.
Right in the eye. Courtney, what are you going to watch?
No, a lot of football.
Yes, Batista's dick.
I'll probably forget to watch it and then just watch it on YouTube later or something. And also the finish is going to be Mickey Gall submission first round.
Wow, no one's picking Punk. I am terrible.
No.
I am surprised. Are you? I am. I am picking Punk. And I am picking Punk. They go the distance, and he wins a split decision, or Punk catches him in the second round.
Mm-hmm. Did you see how fucking fast Punk was, and they filmed that shit just a few?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Hey, dude, it's a bold prediction. I gotta respect it.
I see how bad he is, and I see that Mickey is, so fine, if you would. But I think that Punk is lucky, and Punk gets.
If they don't let him come out to Mickey, you're so fine, I'm gonna be so pissed off.
Let's
how about this,
guys?
Will Punk come out to Cult of Personality?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, he comes out to ROH.
Coming out to Miss Sarah Cantare.
Yeah.
Ew, no.
No,
he totally is.
All right, so that's it. Thank y'all for listening. Appreciate it very much. You can check us out online, smarksnark.com. This has been episode 225, apparently, of Smark Snark. And let's see here. Facebook.com, Twitter.com, Patreon.com/SmarkSnark, all of them /SmarkSnark. And
Pornhub.com.
Eventually we'll have that there.
Porno.com/SmarkSnark.
Eventually. Thanks again to podcasttheme.com for giving us a new theme song. We appreciate it. You can give us a call, 812-408-9666 or 812-408. Woo! You can leave a message. That's it for this week. Thank y'all for listening. Take care. Spike your hair and get buried in the process.
Good night, Canada.
And now he's stealing Omega's gimmick.
I'm being a pirate on Saturday. Oh, dear Jesus.
Yeah.
We're being invaded by a robot.
A giant robot from Montana is coming to attack us, I'm afraid.
With a terrible foot.
Okay, so
all right.
There's a problem.
We're out.
Yeah, there's a problem with...
Okay, Omega. Let's talk about that promo.